Okay, the insulators just left and I'm stoked about how this is turning out. I can really see the vision for it. So if you didn't see the video where I shared this cool attic space that we have, loft room, whatever I decided to call it that day. But go and check out that video and see the before. And let me show you what it looks like now. Okay, so hopefully you can get a grasp of the size, but it looks so much bigger. It blows my mind. In fact, I didn't actually envision it looking this big, but there's the hole. We're definitely gonna have to do some railing, make it safer. And there's cords for the electrical that will wire up here. But how cool is this little peaked space? Let me walk over here so I can get you the angle from the other viewpoint. And I've never actually looked out this window to see the view. So let's take a look. There's a roof. I guess there's just a forest of trees out there. They're really pretty. And here's the look from the other side. I've got a lot of design ideas that are ruminating in my head for this space now that I can see it and get a better idea for how much space we have. So we ended up doing a spray foam insulation. We had a couple of companies come and talk to us about what was going on in this space because we actually noticed condensation coming in. We thought for a minute the roof was leaking, our new roof, which was scary, but realized that the walls were wet when Kevin pulled back the foam batting insulation in spots. And I won't, again, get into the scientific reasonings, but something about, when it's cold outside and warm inside, you get a lot of condensation buildup. So these walls were actually a little wet in the spots where the foam insulation was. So this company recommended we do the spray foam because it works as a barrier, so you won't get that condensation. So hopefully that solves any water issue from here on out. We are going to replace the two windows because they're not very good. So we have to wait for a company to help us do that. We'll do some horizontal tongue and groove planking in here for the walls. We'll keep sheetrock on the two ends and paint them a fun color. But I just had the thought, let me go hop on my computer and show you some of the images that I've been pinning, kind of some inspiration for this little attic space. You'll have to tell me what you think, which direction you think I should go. Anyway, really excited about it. It probably will be low priority to do all these fun design ideas, but it's just gonna be nice to finish off the space and let the kids play here. I love how many of you have noticed that we kind of plan to be in this home for a long time. It's true. I hope to bring grandbabies into this home. Feels like the perfect grandma's house. So I hope someday we can do some row beds in here and grandkids can bunk up here. How fun would that be? Okay, let's take a look at these images that I saved on my Pinterest board. I think I called it design/attic spaces. So this first image with these wood tongue and groove walls and ceiling, I'm really inspired by it. I love the fact that they've got this little bed built in with a closet space next to it. I think that's something that we could pull off. And so if it has to be a bedroom or if you just need more storage, we could have these kind of beds just tucked into the walls with a little closet space. I liked that layout. I will say that I fully realize that a lot of these spaces I'm sharing with you are probably bigger than what we have to work with. So that's a challenge for me to think, okay, take the concept, but the application is going to look a lot different. So let's just talk about these design concepts I'm seeing. So this space, you can see how this actually spatial wise, I think is more realistic based on what we have, but you can see that they've built this row of shelves on one side and then closet space on the other. That does make it more narrow down the center. So just seeing this image, I'm kind of grasping the concept that maybe if we're gonna do row beds or closet space, we should maybe just do one side of the room and just leave the other side more open. I think that will help spatially give it a little more wiggle room. Okay, this image is adorable and I wish we had a bigger space to apply this, but I love these row beds on both sides of the peak. This room is clearly a little bigger than what we have to work with, but again, I think we could do 2 row beds along one wall with this same concept. Super cute. It just screams bunk room, fun sleepover party with cousins. I don't know. But I also love how they made like the wood trim at the top of the bed. There's beams separating it. They did some storage underneath the bed, which is really cute. And then I just like the colors and the vibe in this space. Very inspirational. So I did gather some images to try to get an idea of how we would build bookshelves on a room that has angled walls and ceiling. I guess the walls are the ceiling. But these images show how it can be done and like the logistics of it. So I've gathered some images showing how they built shelves. This one you can see that they've just built it right up to meet the ceiling. Okay, that room we'll get back to. I wanted to show you more shelves. So this one again is much bigger than what we have, but I love that those bookshelves just go right up to the angled ceiling. These ones look really cute. It's got the horizontal tongue and groove planks, which I plan to do. And then these shelves are really narrow, and they've made the back of the shelf straight. So I think that's something we could do. And then again, just leaving that or leading that bookshelf right up to meet the angled ceiling. I think that would work good. Is there another one? Nope. Let's go back to this image showing the bed up, or a couch bed or whatever this is, up close to the window. I need to go measure, but I think we could actually fit a twin size bed lengthwise under that window. That could work really good. We could even, with both of the windows set in there, I think that it would make like the most beautiful place to wake up and look out those windows, because the windows are pretty low. So how dreamy would that be to just wake up, look out of an attic room and see the beautiful views that we have up there. Okay, I really love this image because it gave me the idea that we can maybe do a desk in there, maybe under one of the windows. Really beautiful study spot. I can just imagine like enjoying mornings so much in there, reading the scriptures or a good book or doing some journaling right under that beautiful window with the beautiful view. And then they have a couch in there. I'm not sure we could fit a couch in there with the steep peak of our roof line, but it's a fun idea. Okay, this image, the ceiling looks a little higher maybe than what we have, but I love that even this like really narrow, tight attic space, they've created like this little homemade couch or two twin beds that are angled perpendicular to each other. You really have the potential, even though it's very close quarters, you can make this really cozy space, and that image showed me what could be done. Here's another one that I thought was really fun with the bed there and then the wall kind of creating this cozy little desk area. You'll also see here that they have a skylight above that desk. We have gone back and forth on the skylights, priced it out, and just with the help we would need to install them and the cost, it's like thousands of dollars. So I think that's something we're gonna hold off on for now, but maybe someday we'll do it. But it just sounds dreamy to be able to lay in bed or sit at a desk and look up at the sky, especially at night. We have some great stars out here in the country. That would be pretty dreamy. So we still have kitchens and bathrooms to remodel, so I don't think I want to spend the money on that, but someday. Okay, I love this little row bed here, or situation where these two beds are joining each other, and it has this bold, like greenish blue color, super pretty. I love the shelving that you can see here in this picture on the bed that's kind of cropped out of the picture. But I love that they made a little upholstered headboard inside of the cubby, a little sconce. Just love everything about that, how they did the bedding. Really cute image. And then another little cubby bed, is that what we should call them? I've been calling them row beds because in my mind they're in a row. Anyway, these little beds tucked into the angled ceiling. I loved seeing again the horizontal planking, since that's what I have in mind to do. I think it looks really good. I love the shelving that they've built into the beds here with a little sconce. Cute spot. And I love the drawers that they put under there. And here, yet again, another example of some storage with the bed. I don't think I mentioned yet, but I love the idea of putting a curtain rod there with curtains, especially if it ends up being like a shared space. Just really nice to be able to, shut yourself in and be all cozy for the night. So really cute. Anyway, that's my inspiration for the upstairs loft. I'm not sure if we're gonna actually get to the finishing touches soon, since there's so much more to be done, but I do want to get it like floors and wall and electrical stuff figured out and done, so that when we're ready to like furnish it or build more into it, we can. And then maybe if my daughter wants to move her bed up there for now, she can. So anyway, fun project, fun space. I'm really excited to play around with it and see if we can create something as inspiring as these images that I just shared with you. Kevin made some amazing progress on this wallpaper in here. It is so cute. I love it. And I haven't shared much about the brand, so I'll do that quickly. So I got this from Sandberg. I'll link the company, but it's a company out of Sweden, and it surprisingly came very fast. I'm actually working with them on Instagram, but I had to share it with you guys here on YouTube as well. So this is this beautiful floral wallpaper. I love that it has almost this like natural antique look. It's kind of on the warmer side. It looks a little aged, but we got about halfway done and I am in absolute love with it. I love how it looks like looking out in the hall with that other floral wallpaper and the green wall with the pink that we picked on the trim and the closet. Looks so cute. I cannot wait to get this space decorated because it's just, this is definitely my style, my daughter's style, just charming, cute, all the Anne of Green Gable vibes. Love it. Found that little yellow dresser on Facebook Marketplace. It's perfect. I am also trying to pick out some furniture for this room. It has to be right. This is a big decision. Furniture always is difficult to pick out, especially when like you can't go in and sit on it. I've made mistakes before picking out uncomfortable but beautiful furniture. So this is hard, but it also has to be beautiful. So I'm just trying right now to figure out what color of furniture I want to look for. So I've laid out some items so that I could try to see how the colors read in this room. So let's take a look. You can see here my very technical approach to picking out furniture colors. I just got some throw blankets, a pillow, kind of in the colors that I envision. So this is that kind of a slate gray. This one has some different shades of green that's helping me. And this pillow is more just the creamy white. And then this is similar to like a denim blue. All colors that I've debated with furniture. And I'm trying to decide what will look good. As we've discussed before, this home, I don't know if it's the brick here, but it is casting a little pink tones in some parts of the day on this color on the wall. So I really don't think the linen colors do very well next to this. Like, I really wanted furniture in this like natural linen, but I don't like how those go together. But the creamy whites might, but also those are hard to maintain with kids and dogs. So, not sure about that. I like the blue, but we bought blue furniture downstairs in the basement. So I don't want to be boring. The green has potential. I kind of tire of green. I like green, but I do think maybe this darker shade would look good. But my eye keeps drawing to the slate gray mixed with these tones. It also would tie in some of these dark pieces of brick from the little fireplace area. So that's actually where my eye is going, but I wonder if we can do some more like neutral chairs maybe, and then some slate gray furniture. I don't want light gray and I don't want black. Something in between, like this blanket, I think would work. It's also pulling some of the darker out of the flooring, which looks good. Let me show you some of the furniture that I've kind of rounded up, and you'll have to tell me what you think, if you have any experience with these colors and furniture that I should know about. But that's where I'm leaning. So I made a little collage with the furniture that I've fallen in love with and that I'm debating. I'd like to do this just so I can see it all together, since, you know, it's the next best thing from actually seeing it in person. But I promised my husband long ago if we moved here, he could have a leather recliner. So that little beauty is one I found. Really hard to find one that I like. That is the one piece I have ordered already. Really hope it's comfortable. I've measured the dimensions based on other furniture that he feels really good sitting in, and it matches. So I just love how the leather looks more vintage. From the pictures, it looks very pretty. So let's hope it's as good as I think it is in person. So the gray sofa is one from IKEA. I need to go see their slipcovers in person before I decide, but I like this one. I have sat in this brand. It's the Upland brand, similar to the Ektorp, I think. It's got those curved arms, really comfy, has more of a cottage look, and I think they're pretty high quality. At least we had an Ektorp once and really liked it. So I am looking at the company called Bems. I ordered some fabric samples. They make slipcovers for IKEA furniture. So I'm gonna see if there's a slipcover that I like better than what IKEA has. I love this little plaid accent chair. It feels really nice. Just to add some pattern and texture in there amongst these more solid color furniture. I also like these two ticking stripe pieces. One's a love seat, one's a chair with an ottoman. I'm not sure which one I'll need. I think I need to get a couple of pieces of furniture in there and fill how much room I actually have left, but I like those two patterns with that, and I love the curved arm that they have there. So these are what I'm debating. Let me know what you think, but it's a big decision, so I'll probably sit on it for a while. Oh, and while we're in the living room, let me show you how this post turned out that we added. I think it looks pretty good. I think I'm going to get some early American stain to try to get it to match the other ones. And then there's some touch-ups we still need to do on the wall, but I think it turned out pretty good. Probably the best solution we could find right here. And I think once we put some furniture there in this little cozy corner, it will be just right. Then I think the only other thing that we've gotten done in the last week is this wall right here in the dining room. We have sheetrocked in those closets that were there and put a wall. So it's textured, ready to paint, but I have not figured out what I'm gonna do in here. I really need to sit with this whole kitchen area and just think and look for inspiration and figure out what to do. This space has to flow nicely, so every little detail has to be thought out before I make any final decision and do anything permanent. So this will be where my brain goes for now, but really excited about the progress we've made, and I appreciate you coming along for these videos each week as I share with you these updates. All right, friend, have a lovely week, and I'll be back very soon to share more inspiration for the keeper of the home. See you later.